So there's 3 ways to do this class, and it's either called a 5-hour class or it's called a pre-licensing course. It's called a 5-hour class because the class duration is usually anywhere from 4 hours to 5 hours. It's called a pre-licensing course because it is a prerequisite to scheduling your road test. It is a prerequisite to taking your road test. So this class is mandatory by the New York State DMV. All right, so it is mandatory that you take this class before scheduling and before taking your road test. There are 3 ways to do this class. There's in person, there's Zoom, and there is online. All right, so the old-fashioned way is in person. So that's where you go in person, you sit in the class for 5 hours, you watch some videos, you listen to a guy talk, and you get your certificate at the end. All right, so that's the old school way. So the new school way is on Zoom. So you could sit in the comfort of your home, in your pajamas, in your drawers if necessary. But you know, if you're on camera, I don't want to see you in your drawers. Please, no drawers on camera, please. If you're in your drawers, you're going on World Star. No drawers on camera. All right. So anyway, you could be home in your drawers, laying in your bed on a Zoom doing your 5-hour class. So like this, laying in your bed like this, watching doing the Zoom class. So you actually have that option now. Now, if you're actually snoring and you're actually sleeping, you're like this, that your instructor might not like that. He might not care. Me personally, I like a little bit of feedback, participation. If I'm getting it from a whole bunch of people, then I might not mind somebody just like that. But normally that's rude. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Anyway, so you have in person, you have Zoom, and you also have a third option now, which is a completely automated online 5-hour class experience. All right. So that third option is done completely automated by a computer generated system or class or whatever. All right. So it's not like a live person that you're doing the class with. You go through, when you do that option, you log on. You have to verify yourself, either some type of facial recognition or voice recognition, or you have to type in some type of code that shows the computer that you are human and that you are right there in front and present in front of the screen. All right. Also, when you do that option, you have to answer quizzes after each chapter. All right. So that's the basic makeup of the class. You have to do quizzes. You have to do some type of identity recognition to complete the class. And also the class is a full 5 hours. All right. So you still have to sit for the 5 hours. But the good thing about that type of class is that you could do it on your own time. So if you only have a half an hour today, you only have an hour tomorrow, half an hour here, half an hour there, hour there. Boom, you can knock it out in your own spare time. And that sounds like a good thing. And it is a good thing for a lot of people, especially people who don't have a block of time to dedicate 5 hours to sitting in a class in one chunk. All right. So if that's you, then that third option, the online generated class, that probably is for you. However, though, if you're a procrastinator like a lot of us, that might not be the best option, because what happens is, because you have so much freedom to do the class, you tend to take it for granted. They say, "Oh, I don't have to do it today. I can do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. Oh, when's the last time I did that class? Is that thing still valid? Let me see if I can kind of complete it. Oh, no, I'll wait." And next thing you know, a week goes by, 2 weeks goes by, a month goes by, and before you know it, it's taking you longer to do that class than if you had just done the 5 hours in one shot. All right, so don't play yourself. If it's taking you longer to do the automated class than it would have taken you to do the regular in-person class or the Zoom class in one shot, you're playing yourself. But for everybody else, that kind of class could be a great option for you. All right. Oh, so and the other thing with that class is at the end of that class, you don't actually get a certificate. But what happens is they log you into the DMV system automatically, so that all you have to do is once you complete that class and you get your little your not a really, it's not really a certificate, but it's an acknowledgement that you completed the class, then um then your information will be automatically transmitted to the DMV. So that way, all you have to do is show up to the road test site with your learner's permit. If you're doing the other two options, the in-person or the Zoom, then you will get an actual physical certificate and you will need to bring that with you to the road test. Yeah, so basically that's it. So those are your three options: in-person, Zoom, or the completely online automated version. If you want to do the in-person or the Zoom version, I do my classes every Wednesday, 6 p.m. to 10, and I make the class interesting. All right, I try not to give you a boring class. I try to keep the class engaged, and I try to give you the knowledge that you need in order to become a better driver, in order to be better prepared to take your road test. So keep that in mind. Again, I'll post the information down. If you want to support the channel, want to support me, boom, that's one of the best ways you could do it. Do the 5 hour class. That way I can serve a lot of people like that. When doing the driver lessons, I can only do one person at a time. But the Zoom class, I could you could be in Albany, New York. You know what I'm saying? You could get down with me. You know what I mean? You could be Long Island and get down with the kid. You know what I mean? Oh, I know you might hear my daughter in the back. Queens, boom, holla at me. Bronx, holla at me. What? Zoom, baby, let's get it going. Get your ass to this 5 hour class. That sounds like something Muhammad Ali would say. Get your ass to this 5 hour class. All right. So anyway, so those are your options. Again, boom. I'll put my stuff, my links, and my information at the bottom of the screen or the top of the screen or in the description. Boom. Again, that's the best way. That's one of the best ways you should support me, um, um, and help yourself. All right. So holla at me. Boom. Information's will be somewhere here. All right. Thanks.